Hey, welcome everyone. This is Rick Storley with the lovely and talented Diana. And we are here very excited to introduce our new show called Conversations That Convert. And we're going to be going live every Thursday at 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern, 10 Mountain, and 9 Pacific. And each week we're going to spend about 10 minutes. We'll be tackling a topic on capturing leads and converting them into sales. So today we're just going to talk about what the show is all about and what you can expect in future episodes. So I want to before further ado, I want to introduce my cohort here, and this is Diana. And Diana, why don't you tell everyone a little bit of background about yourself?
Hi, hello. I'm so excited to start this series together with you. And well, I'm passionate about marketing and about coaching. I'm a professional coach and a marketing expert. So I can say that I'm a marketing coach here in those conversations. And I'm eager to discover new ways and supporting builders to discover how they can convert leads into sales. And so curious about what is actually Conversations That Convert, Rick. How come that we are here tonight?
Well, what is Conversations That Convert? I would say it's a weekly conversation for remodelers, home builders, and home improvement companies for increasing lead conversions without added expense, and then you watch your bottom line grow. I've been around for a long time, and I always say, there's two cardinal sins that a lot of builders make, and that's where they push heavy on trying to generate more leads by maybe investing heavily into marketing, such as maybe a new website, maybe it's advertising campaigns. And Diana, you know all about ad campaigns. You do all of our Facebook and Google ads, and they just have really poor results. So what we want to focus on really is what you can do to capitalize on your current opportunities without adding anything to your bottom line. And adding anything to your added expenses, I should say, and watching your bottom line grow.
Amazing. And I'm curious, why are we doing this show? How come?
Well, as far as my background a little bit, number one, I always say, I'm a servant of God. I'm a Christian first. I'm married. I have 6 children as a family man, and now that I'm in my 50th or 5th decade, 50 over 50 years old, I've seen the gamut of what works and what doesn't work. And my background a little bit is I started as a framer in the 80s, and I literally worked my way up from a laborer on a job site all the way up to a general manager for a custom home builder. And so I've worked with production builders, semi-custom, custom builders, design build remodeling companies. And one thing I found is that a lot of them are really good at producing. In other words, they're really good at building the home or doing the remodeling project, but really where they struggle is kind of the back end as far as lead management, converting those leads, and capitalizing on opportunities. So the reason I'm doing this show is really to just share what I've learned over the last 30 plus years in this industry, and to share my mistakes, to share the mistakes I've witnessed, and also just to be real and say, hey, this is what works and this is what doesn't.
Great. And I'm curious, what can the viewer expect from Conversations That Convert?
Well, I'm going to say you're going to get real world insight. We're going to try to be as timely as possible when it relates to the challenges that builders are experiencing today. I mean, obviously today, as we start this show, the huge challenges right now is supply issues, both materials and labor, and that's really causing a bottleneck for a lot of builders to where the point where I've never seen a market where you stop selling. And I've talked to many clients who said, hey, we can't sell anymore. And so that is a huge challenge, but it doesn't mean we don't stop marketing. I heard an old expression years ago, Diana, from one of my mentors, and said, hey, if there is no wind, you row. Typically we had attributed that to, well, it's a tough economy. There's not much opportunity out there. Now the opportunity is everywhere. We just can't fulfill it. So it's the same set of challenges. It's just a different problem. So what we really want to do is focus on what is and isn't working. Now, I'm not going to solve your supply chain issues. That's not what we're here for. But it's what can we do today that's going to help you make that sale tomorrow and the next month and next year.
I have another curiosity, and what types of builders do you help?
So I've already mentioned, home builders, design, build, remodeling, and we also work with specialty remodelers. And specialty remodelers are, I think a really cool segment of what's up and coming. And I do see some, home builders right now that are sort of dipping into that, where they might be launching another entity such as a remodeling company if they've historically done home building, or even going into specialty remodeling, which historically has been window siding, roofing, doors, but it can be anything, any sort of remodeling you're doing where you're selling B2C or business to consumer. So that's what the focus is really getting the message out and helping these builders being able to enhance their B2C business. They might also have a line where they're doing some subcontract work, maybe they're doing some commercial work, but it's all about helping them streamline their lead management and taking less time to convert more sales, with the ultimate goal of raising the overall sale price, or your revenue, as well as profit margins.
Great, sounds exciting. I'm looking forward to see. And what kind of topics you will discuss?
Well, we're going to talk a lot about lead management, marketing, but my background is in sales coaching, so I'm sure we'll get into sales as well. I'm all about today automating and helping builders understand the value of their time and to be able to delegate and eliminate where they can. And that's one of the things that we'll talk about here, I think, next month in July. And then bottom line, we're also going to be asking you, the viewers, as to what kind of topics do you want to talk about, and to have you send us ideas, and if they work for us, we'll jump into them.
Amazing. Well, I already have a proposal for next week. Let's see if what you think about that. I'm wondering if it's a good moment to start with number one issue that I heard a lot in the market. What to do when we have too many leads? It's a nice issue to have, but it's happening. So it's
great problem to have.
Yes.
Exactly, great problem to have, unless you can't produce. And so that's the thing that I think we'll talk about first here next month, July 1st, is you've got too many leads. So do you just shut it off and put your head in the sand, or what do you do with that? And so we're going to talk about next week about what to do with that excess of leads, and specifically how you can use that to help you make those sales when the bottlenecks open up. Because yes, supply and demand will come back into check. Things are going to level off. We're going to go back to a balanced market, and then we want to be able to capitalize on the opportunities we have today and try to convert them down the road.
Okay, so anything else for our first live?
I don't think so. I appreciate everyone's time here today. I hope you will join us in the future. We will be recording these. We're going to go live on YouTube and on Facebook, and then you'll be able to watch the recordings as well. And I just say, if you join us, tell us, let us know that you're here. And if you are here, share any insight that you have or anything that you're seeing in the marketplace, and we'll be happy to try to incorporate it as a topic.
Good. So take excellent care, and we'll see each other next week.
See you next week. All right. Bye-bye.